Okay, so first of all, sorry that I wasn't able to be in front of a camera for this one because the way I would normally film videos of myself is not working. I need to work out what the problem is. It's just basically with the whole memoji technology behind it. It's not working how it should be. I'm going to take it into the Apple Store to find out exactly what's going on. But I'm basically making this video since I haven't uploaded anything for a while to explain why I have mentioned on social media and other platforms, including here, that I will not be going to Hyde Park Winter Wonderland this year, and I will explain my reasons why. My reasons for going to London is not to do with the recent Omicron variant or to do with COVID itself, like the virus itself. It's just that since the pandemic, London has been way out of my comfort zone to go anywhere near. I've not been anywhere near London since January 2020, pretty much. And yeah, so I've not been anywhere near London while COVID has been present in the UK. And it's not because of COVID itself. It's because I just don't like the idea of going anywhere near London while there's still restrictions in place. It's I'm trying to figure out where the hell to begin with this, and London in general for me is not a pleasant place to be in terms of just the people there. Everyone there is very rude. Everybody's very loud. Everybody is obnoxious. Some people do like they want to kill you, and yeah, I kind of don't really need to say any more with that. So my problem with going to London during the pandemic is while there's restrictions in place, one of two things will happen. Either I will get yelled at or have someone go off on me who still wants the social distance will just start screaming at me for some reason, like whether that involves mask wearing, social distancing, even though it's not really mandatory in the UK pretty much. But somebody might want to keep their distance from others, but they will be so horrible and awful about it. And it's just not something I can deal with. And the other kind of people are that if I do something like wear a face covering on the TfL, or any form of public transport really, which is what I have to do, then the chances are I will be abused and harassed by somebody who is either one of these conspiracy theorists or these anti-maskers or anti-vaxxers, and I know that some of them are going to be watching this video. But people who abuse others for just doing what is pretty much the law, and that is not the kind of people I can deal with. And speaking of which, I just cannot be anywhere near London at the moment, knowing that there's people like this.
Bro, where's my baggie?
Bro, where's my baggie?
Bro, where's my baggie?
This.
Shut up!
Okay, bye.
We're not talking with you.
Oh my
And you
God.
walk behind me speaking in your native language.
Yeah,
You're in London. When I'm in Brazil, I speak
Ma police a
Brazilian.
somewhere. Easy, take it easy.
Stay away! Where you
What's
your problem, girl?
You're
I
screaming
tell you what the
in
f***ing problem
Portuguese.
is.
You're
Shut
screaming
up!
at us because we're talking Portuguese. You're crazy.
And especially while we're in a pandemic, people like this.
Wearing a mask is like trying to keep a fart in your trousers. Wearing a mask is like trying to keep a fart in your trousers. What is it like? It's like trying to keep a fart in your trousers. What is it like? It's like trying to keep a fart in your trousers.
So yeah, on that note, I pretty much explained exactly why I will not be going anywhere near London for the time being, and I will not be going anywhere near London while COVID is still a public health emergency. And the other problem is, when I announced about this on Facebook, this was one of the comments I received.
That's just utterly stupid. The government certainly made you live in fear since the start of the so-called pandemic. I'll be attending Winter Wonderland Hyde Park none of the less.
I mean, why? Why did you even feel the need to say something like that? You took my personal decision not to go to London and you tried to politicise it, calling it a so-called pandemic, when it isn't a pandemic. There is people out there who are suffering. There are literally people dying. Health services around the world have been under pressure. But thankfully, and I need to say this, but vaccination is working, because we saw record high COVID cases the past couple of days, and the hospitalisations and deaths are nowhere near what they could have been if we didn't have a vaccination programme or had no approved vaccines, and would have been nowhere near if we had a booster programme. I mean, I'm not so worried about catching COVID myself, regardless, even though I have been double jabbed. But the worst that could happen to me is that I either get COVID and will just probably either I'll be either asymptomatic, or I'll just be lying in bed with what feels like a cold and wait for it to go away. But that will literally be it. So I'm going to leave this video right there. Now, our next plans after this will probably be Exeter Winter Wonderland as well as the Plymouth Christmas Village. That will probably be the only 2 videos I will make, or only 2 fairs I will visit before going to Wales, because hopefully the Cardiff New Year Fair will be going on. But if not, I'll still be doing Swansea Waterfront Winterland, and I will be doing Cardiff Winter Wonderland as well. But in terms of future uploads, I will have something in mind, and keep your eyes peeled for whatever may come moving forward. So, thank you for listening, and until whatever happens next, see you later.